Hello again, welcome to Mr. Ulrich's landofbiology.com. Thanks for checking in. I am Mr. Ulrich. In this video, we're going to be looking at blood, the liquid organ. Blood carries out two major functions. Function number one is going to be transport throughout the entire body of important things like oxygen and carbon dioxide. Food molecules like glucose, fats and proteins, ions from salts, wastes from metabolism, all kinds of hormones, even things like heat, even though it isn't a stuff, that is also going to be transported by the body through blood. The second function is going to be defense, to keep the body from being infected through foreign materials, also to recognize when cells have kind of changed, our own cells have changed, and kind of police the body. This is what the white blood cells are going to be taking care of. Okay, the components of blood can be thought of in two categories. There's the liquid portion of blood, which is plasma. It is mostly water, but it's very important. It's this material that's actually carrying everything. It is even going to carry the oxygen to some degree. That is how the oxygen gets from the blood to the tissues, is by coming off of the red blood cells into the plasma and then leaking out, but we'll talk more about that later on. For right now, we can just think about it carrying just about everything that gets carried by the blood, except for the oxygen. Suspended in the liquid portion of blood is going to be the cellular portion. There are several parts of the cellular portions. One are the red blood cells. These are the most numerous part of the blood. They don't have nuclei, so we really don't need to call them cells. Sometimes we call them corpuscles. What makes them red is hemoglobin. It's a protein that has iron in it. That's what makes it red, and its job is to carry oxygen. When we look at these under the microscope, which we'll do in lab, you'll notice that they might look a little bit like Cheerios. They don't have a hole in the middle. They're just thinner in the middle than around the edges. Another part of the cells that make up blood are white blood cells. As we said, their job is to fight infections. They do this by basically eating foreign cells or dead or dying or abnormal cells. These are true cells. They have nuclei. There are several different types. Macrophages pictured here, and neutrophils pictured here. These are two of several different types of white blood cells that you'll hear about. The last cellular-ish portion of blood are platelets. Once again, these are fragments. They're not true cells. Their job is to help with clotting. They do this actually by breaking open and releasing their contents, which changes some of the proteins that are already in the plasma, causing them to form clots, like basically making scabs. A very important job. People who don't have properly working platelets will end up having problems with clotting and have some form of hemophilia. It's going to be really important on a quiz type of situation that you're able to identify in a smear the different portions of blood, like the red blood cells, the white blood cells, the platelets, and even the plasma. So take a moment and try to identify those just based on the pictures that we have seen already. Once again, I want to thank people for checking into Mr. Ulrich's landofbiology.com to get these notes. You can always get the other supporting material on my website, MrUlrichsLandofbiology.com, and I certainly look forward to getting feedback from people who enjoyed or got something out of this, or if you have any constructive criticisms. You can find my email on the website as well. Thanks again, and we'll see you in class.